Now on 4 News Now at 6, our Super Bowl coverage continues just 3 days before the Seahawks kick off in Santa Clara. Hear what fans and players are looking forward to most.
I am tracking more fog tonight and Friday, plus wet weather on the way for the weekend in your First Alert forecast.
And 2 people shot and killed in a North Spokane apartment complex. We have video of the suspect being taken away in handcuffs and a live update on the investigation. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, tonight, police are searching for answers after 2 people were shot and killed in an apartment complex in North Spokane. Good evening, I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This happened at the Center Court Apartments on East Cosa Drive, just off of North Nevada Street. Madeline Mullins is there live for us this evening. And Madeline, what do we know about the suspect?
Well, police say that the suspect is now in custody and that earlier today he handed himself over to police. And while it's still unclear exactly who this person is and his relationship to the 2 victims, he is facing second-degree murder charges. This is the footage as the man police believe is responsible for the deadly North Spokane shooting was taken away in handcuffs.
Additional resources were brought in to, contain everything for safety purposes. And right around 9:30 this morning, we made contact with the person who we believe is the suspect.
It all started around 11:30 last night when police say they received multiple calls of shots fired. When they arrived, police found 2 people dead with gunshot wounds in a 3rd-floor apartment.
As the investigation started to unfold, additional information came in that a possible suspect was in an apartment very near to where the officers were at. And for safety reasons, we vacated the apartment. We set up containment.
Almost 10 hours later, detectives issued warrants and were able to communicate with the suspect, and he emerged from a nearby apartment.
25 this morning, he walked out to us. He was cooperative. And I wasn't here, so I don't know what he said, if anything, to us. But there was no issues at all when he walked out. He was detained without issue, and we got him up to the hospital to obviously check on his injuries.
Police say the suspect was taken to the hospital and treated for injuries, and then forensics and the Major Crimes Unit was able to get to the scene and continue the investigation. And today I spoke to several people who live nearby, some of them who live in this apartment complex, and 2 of them told me that unfortunately events like this are not uncommon. And the suspect is expected to make an appearance in court tomorrow. Live in North Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Madeline. Now to our other top stories. Seahawks fans say they're ready for the showdown in Santa Clara this weekend. And in just 3 days, the Seattle Seahawks will take on the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60. Our 4 News Now crew has been tracking how players and fans are preparing for the big day. Jack Wallace and Derek Dice join us live from the Bay Area tonight. And we'll go to you first, Derek. You caught up with some Seahawks fans at Fisherman's Wharf today. How are they feeling?
They're feeling pretty good. I think most Seahawks fans that we've been talking to would tell you the same thing. If you're a Seahawks fan, this might be a familiar road trip for you if you've ever come to the Bay Area to watch them play the San Francisco 49ers, perhaps during a regular season game. Sometimes it's easier to get tickets to away games than it is at Lumen Field sometimes. But we came down here to the Fisherman's Wharf here earlier this afternoon. It's one of the places you've got to visit when you come to the Bay Area, whether you're checking out the Sea Lions at Pier 39, the newer Ferris wheel they have down here, or Ghirardelli Square for some chocolate, which is actually right by my broadcast location here. But we checked with several fans, and all of them said they are feeling very confident heading into this game on Sunday.
I got a 10 out of 10, with JSN, and we got Kenneth Walker in the backfield. I'm excited, and it's gonna be a good game right there.
Well, I think Seahawks has got this one, right? How could they not? All the way.
A big defensive one-sided battle, and I'm going to go Seahawks 34-17.
Very good.
I'm doing Seahawks 27-10.
27-10? How about you?
I'm looking forward to Bad Bunny.
Maybe not the only one looking forward to the halftime show more than the game. That happens a lot of the times. But Kirsten, we haven't encountered a Seahawks fan yet who doesn't say they're confident about this ball game.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, if you're going to make the trip, it just seems like, yeah, everybody's pumped. And we're excited to see your coverage, Derek. It's been really fun from Good Morning Northwest all the way through the evening.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back live with the folks on Good Morning Northwest tomorrow morning as well.
All right, thanks so much. Get some good sleep. And winning a Super Bowl is a rare feat for any college athlete, but how about an FCS like Eastern Washington? Our sports director, Jack Wallace, brings us what makes this Eastern Washington connection special for Super Bowl 60.
Well, outside of Ed Simmons' Super Bowl rings with Washington in 1987 and 1991, only one other Eag takes home that crown, and that's, of course, Cooper Kupp with the Super Bowl 56 with the Los Angeles Rams winning Super Bowl MVP. Pretty good performance. But now we have a rare opportunity in front of us, an Eag versus an Eag. Two Eastern Washington players in Kupp again returning up against the rookie Efton Chisholm.
Definitely super surreal, but man, just this season went by so fast, but I'm so glad I got to, be a part of it with this group of guys and this team. So really looking forward to Sunday and looking forward to the rest of this week and trying to take advantage of it.
Patriots rookie wide receiver and special teams add Efton Chisholm rides through his debut season as the standout #2 receiver in Eastern Washington's history, behind only one legend.
Eastern Washington was one of two schools that gave me an opportunity to keep playing football, and so incredibly thankful for that opportunity, but also for the time that I had there.
Cooper Kupp, former Super Bowl MVP, joined rival Seattle this offseason and helped lead them to their first Super Bowl between two former Eagles, both at the same position.
It's awesome. Like you said, I think Eastern Washington, shaped me and helped me become a better man, a better player. And, I'm really looking forward to representing the school, and then I know Coop is as well.
So many of my friends that I've met there that are going to be lifelong friends. I mean, the coaches that spent so much time pouring into me, I truly was built during that time, in terms of like a lot of the things that I do now, a lot of the, tools that I have now were taught by the receiver coaches I had at Eastern Washington, and so incredibly thankful for my time there. And
one man saw through their development early on, EW head coach Aaron Best, who helped foster both players' growths through his time in Cheney.
I think they're just wired different than most. They're football junkies. They're people junkies. They're wanting to be better at whatever they're doing junkies. They make you feel better.
Both these receivers mirrored operation in practice and during the real deal.
They did it the same way when they kept scoring Saturdays. Like, you just looked at their mannerisms, the way they attacked it, the way they addressed the situation, their verbals and nonverbals. It didn't matter if the world was watching or not. They did it the same way.
Man, I'm going out there and I'm trying to practice as hard as I can, because I know those practice opportunities will lead to game opportunities and lead to game success. We'll continue to try to develop that.
Now the pair gets ready for the biggest game yet. One more ride for a title in duel #1 between the student and the master.
Remembering where you came from and the relationships that you had there, it was a very special time.
I think it's kind of cool, but kind of awkward that you're rooting for both, but not rooting for one more than the other, and they happen to be on separate sidelines.
And no, Coach Best would not tell me which side he's rooting for, which is very fair in this game with 2 Eags against each other. Can't pick any favorites in this one, though. Would be kind of cool to maybe see Efton get his first ring, but you got to get the Seahawks to win. It's going to be a great battle between these two. But hey, we got more coming up at 6:30. We have a little more of the analytical side of things where Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks offensive coordinator, he's on his way out to the Las Vegas Raiders to be their new head coach, but I was still caught up with him today to talk about what it's like to have a guy like Cooper Kupp on this team, what he brings to this roster. A lot of insightful stuff there. You won't want to miss it. Coming up on 4 News Now at 6:30. Reporting in San Jose, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
I don't want to give any spoilers. It's going to be fun.
The Super Bowl halftime show is gearing up for something special. Grammy winner Bad Bunny promised a performance full of energy and Latin culture during an interview with Apple Music. Find out what will make this performance historic tonight on 4 News Now at 6:30. And let's take you live now to downtown Spokane. Hard to see the arena there, Chris. It is really starting to get foggy.
Yes, it has changed dramatically since just an hour ago. We were watching the sunset with clear skies, but could see the fog forming along the river. And now it has moved east into the this little sector of downtown across the street from the Numeric Veterans Arena. You could see their Seahawk colors, but that's all you can see of the arena. The fog is dense out to our west. There is a dense fog advisory until noon Friday for this area, shaded in lighter gray, has not been expanded into Spokane County as of yet. I would not be surprised if it is later. Taking a look at our forecast for fog, the dense fog is in red, makes it easier to see through tomorrow morning. That fog moving into the Washington, Palouse, most of Spokane County and the entire Columbia Basin. It will slowly clear out throughout the day, but it is going to be a gray day, and our morning lows will be close to freezing in many locations, but right at freezing in Spokane, and in many spots throughout the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, you may run into some frost on the roadways with those temperatures so close to freezing in the morning and those areas of dense fog. We will be with overcast conditions throughout the day. A high temperature of 41, 37 is our average high. There's wet weather moving in for the weekend. I'll take a close look at that coming up in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Okay, see you soon, Chris. Thanks so much. Emergency crews in Stevens County said it will be several weeks before they can clean up from a train derailment. We're showing you some pictures now of the train falling off the tracks. This happened this morning south of Addy. No one was hurt. Stevens County Emergency Management says the rail line was previously damaged in Chewelah and just reopened today, only to have the train derail on this section of track. And in Flagstaff, Arizona, a deadly helicopter crash is under investigation. The Ranger helicopter crew was called to help law enforcement with an officer-involved shootout, and during the response, it crashed in the woods last night. 2 people on board the chopper died, the pilot and trooper paramedic. Their identities have not been released, and so far, no information is available on what led up to the crash. A North Idaho school district is facing a crisis that could eliminate more than 60 jobs. Still to come, what Kellogg families must decide and how much it will cost them. And the desperate search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie now stretches into day 5. Authorities reveal new details about the night she vanished and why they believe she was taken from her home. That's next on 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/senior living. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/senior living today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
Thanks for helping out today, Davis. Hey, how did you convince Gonzaga this was important enough to send you out?
Oh, easy. I just told him the truth.
Okay, which is what?
That there was a customer without heat.
Oh, okay.
And you had no chance of fixing it without my help.
You just hold the flashlight.
Well, yeah. I doubt you could fix this in the dark.
Really?
Call 208-777-5528 now to schedule your $26 tune-up.
Good sleep is essential to life, health, and happiness. And all good sleep starts with the right mattress. With Doctor's Choice from Denver Mattress, you'll find the perfect combination of body cradling comfort and reactive support. And with 10 levels of comfort to choose from, I put my trust in Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Patients ask me how I treat my own back issues, and I suggest they turn to Doctor's Choice at Denver Mattress.
It's what I did and continue to do to maintain my active lifestyle.
Welcome back. Investigators in Arizona gave a number of new details on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. The FBI now offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to her safe return or arrest of those responsible. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the new details.
Today, the frantic search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie stretching into day 5.
We believe Nancy is still out there. We want her home.
But they say they have no suspects and no leads. A DNA test shows it was Nancy's blood on the porch.
To anyone that may be involved, do the right thing. This is an 84-year-old grandma.
Authorities have said they believe Nancy was taken from her home in the middle of the night on Saturday, now providing this timeline after they say Nancy was dropped off at home after dinner and her garage door closed at 9:50 p.m.
At 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera disconnects. At 2:12 a.m., software detects a person on a camera, but there's no video available. They had no subscription.
Police say Nancy's pacemaker disconnected from her phone at 2:20 a.m. Savannah Guthrie and her siblings posting this video on social media last night, making this emotional plea.
Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere.
Authorities say they are still investigating the authenticity of ransom notes sent to various media outlets. In the video, the family speaking directly to the possible abductor.
We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us.
And on the ransom notes, the FBI says at least one of them was a hoax and an arrest has been made. They are still encouraging anyone with information to please call that tip line. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Our high temperature today, 39 degrees, quite a bit cooler than if we had just cleared the fog out a bit earlier. We would have been well above average, still 2 degrees above our average high. I want to point out our sunset, 4:58, a full hour later than our earliest sunset, right before Christmas. I will be back to go over the wet weather for the weekend with you after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Colville Toyota.
The President's Day sale is here early at Walker's. We're doubling and tripling down on discounts. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, create the home of your dreams and pay over time. Make the most of your tax return at Walker's.
This February, you can help meet a real need right here in our community. Spokane Mardi Gras supports women and girls experiencing homelessness and poverty, one essential health item at a time.
Mardi Gras provides pads, tampons, bras, underwear, and hygiene items for women in need. Your donations help build confidence and uplift lives.
When our community comes together, small donations make a big difference. Numerica Credit Union is proud to support this campaign. Scan the QR code to join us in supporting Mardi Gras.
People from North Idaho are built for long, snowy winters.
And so are the Subarus they drive.
With symmetrical all-wheel drive, every Subaru handles winter's toughest challenges with ease. No matter how harsh the weather gets, your Subaru stays in control.
Add heated seats and advanced safety features, and you're ready for anything winter brings.
Find your winter-ready Subaru today at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Okay, I brought you guys all here today because I want the Easy Home Buyer to buy more homes than ever this year, and I need new ideas.
We could blow up a house. That'd be cool.
Or we could just keep reminding people that we pay a high value for their home and we can close quickly in 14 days. And there are no closing costs.
I like it.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Seattle is headed to the Showdown in Santa Clara.
And so is 4 News Now, your all-access pass, on air and online. Breaking down what it'll take to bring the trophy home.
Watch Showdown in Santa Clara, special coverage now until game day and beyond, only on 4 News Now.
The Super Bowl party starts tomorrow morning on GMA. The game, the food, the hype, the mad fun. Let's get things started.
It's crunch time.
Carla Hall's cooking things up. And Brandi Carlile and Charlie Puth are bringing the music. Good Morning America tomorrow.
The police are asking neighbors in Airway Heights to be on the lookout for any unexpected neighbors in your backyard. And we're talking about a pair of moose. They've been walking around town, and Airway Heights PD wants the community to stay alert. Angela Hara talked with people who have seen the calves in the area.
2 of them. And all I could say was moose. That's all I could say, moose.
That's Cindy Stockman. And last Wednesday, on an evening stroll, she would have never guessed that 2 moose would show up right outside of her door on 6th Avenue.
I wasn't really scared. I was leery, though, but it was pretty neat seeing them.
Airway Heights Police Department tells me where they've been tracking the calves.
In the area of Landreth Park, which is also known as Aspen Grove Park, in the area of 8th Court, Aspen Street, Ziegler, that kind of area, near Craig Road, Bergen Drive, Redding Drive, and they came from the north side and have worked their way down.
They also share that the moose have been staying relatively in the same area and not moving much. Cindy's neighborhood off of 6th Street falls in that area.
They came right around that corner right there, and they came down here and walked over here, down, up by the dumpster, and they cut across.
Moose are really cool to see, and people get really excited about them, which is great. The main thing is we want to remind people that they are wild animals.
Fish and Wildlife tell me that if you see a moose, do not feed them or interact with them. The larger the distance, the better.
They also mentioned that moose could get aggressive, so it's important to keep your pets, especially dogs, away from moose and yourself. If you ever find yourself confronted by a moose, slowly back away and, if possible, put something in between you and the moose, like a car.
As long as they leave them alone, they should just be doing moose things and move along eventually on their own.
In Airway Heights, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
I wish I had, Angela Hara is one of our newest reporters. She's from Palm Springs, and I wish that I had had a story like that when I moved back to Spokane, because we had a moose in our front yard that I was getting way too friendly with. Oh, far too close.
Here,
the wildlife experts.
Moosey, yeah.
They're so cute.
They are, but yeah, they're big, and if they have enough of you, they're gonna cause you problems. Yes. Like I had a visitor last night, a raccoon knocking on my back door.
We need that video. We need that video on the news. Watch Nightside.
Maybe I will. It's driving my cats crazy. Well, at the airport right now, partly cloudy skies on 36, but right here at 500 West Boone Avenue, we are socked in with the fog. It developed right along the Spokane River and then moved east into our area. 37 right now and partly cloudy in Coeur d'Alene. It is going to be a foggy Friday. High temperatures in the lower 40s. We'll be in the 40s through the weekend. Rain coming in late Saturday into a soggy Sunday. 80% chance of rain on Sunday, and then it tapers off as we get into the early part of next week. I'm starting off our forecast radar, 6 o'clock Friday. We will have a fair amount of clouds even after the fog clears, and then we will clear out through Saturday morning, but that fog will develop right away. And then we have the precipitation moving in Saturday evening in the form of rain. It's going to come along with a lot of warm air at first. Here's Sunday at 8 a.m. And this is what's interesting and new today, a trend toward keeping a lot of that precipitation south of I-90. That's actually good news for the ski areas because it is going to be falling as rain at a fairly high elevation, and you don't want the rain on your snow. Here's Sunday at 6 o'clock, and it's still well to the south, but then it's also starting to turn over into snow in the mountains. But again, we don't want the rain at the ski areas, so this is probably good news. Our high on Sunday, 47, but then we start to cool down as the week goes on, and trends are toward even cooler weather heading into next weekend, perhaps even below average temperatures. And we'll also have some colder nights next week. So as we have additional chances for precipitation, we'll start to see that snow level dropping. Friday's high temperatures will be in the lower 40s in most locations, 39 in Spirit Lake, 40 in Meade and Deer Park, and downtown Spokane, 43 degrees in Spangle. And these temperatures are tricky. A lot of it depends on how long the fog sticks around. It's stuck around for a long time today. Thus, the cool temperatures. Friday's highs around the region, mostly in the 40s. The further east you go, the more likely you're going to find temperatures in the 50s. Your planning forecast, dry on Saturday until late. Look at that overnight low, 42 degrees Sunday morning with rain throughout the day. But then we have some colder mornings ahead and additional chances for precipitation. So we'll get the mountain snow going again. But I think you're going to want to pass on the precipitation in the mountains on Sunday if you want to maintain that snowpack, Kirsten.
Okay, Chris, thanks so much. It is the end of an era. Minute Maid is discontinuing its frozen juice concentrates after 80 years. A spokesperson for its parent company, Coca-Cola, says shoppers are opting for ready-made juice instead of frozen cans. In other beverage news, your Starbucks iced coffee cup just got a lot greener. The cups used for cold drinks have earned a widely recyclable label. That means more than 60% of U.S. households can now recycle them right at the curb or at drop-off locations. Starbucks and its recycling partners had to make changes to cup and recycling facilities. The goal, less plastic waste, stronger recycling rates, and fewer cups ending up in landfills and waterways. Still ahead, immigration policy changes threaten to disrupt care for America's seniors. We'll show you why industry leaders call the situation potentially deadly. And time runs short for a school district that's relied on voter support for more than 10 years. We'll reveal how Kellogg schools plan to survive after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Here at Colville Toyota, we understand that your time is valuable, and that's why we make it quick and convenient to get your vehicle serviced with our Express Maintenance Center.
With appointments Monday through Friday and now Saturday, we'll get your car's routine services done quickly so you can hit the road with confidence.
Don't drive a Toyota? No problem. We service most makes and models at competitive prices. Call or go to ColvilleToyota.com to schedule your service appointment.
Colville Toyota, your small town dealership with a big heart.
Hi, how can I help you guys?
We're here to win.
Bucket list? Win big at Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel, proud sponsor of Gonzaga basketball.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we haven't seen and nothing we can't fix. The biggest concern we hear is, my car is trapped. I can't get to work. That's why we provide same-day solutions. At Precision, garage doors and openers are all we do, and we know tomorrow is too late. Quality service quickly. That's what you get with Precision. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door Service today.
Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
A North Idaho school district is facing a major budget shortfall. Voters rejected a supplemental levy in Kellogg last fall, and it's something administrators say has funded the district for over 15 years. Alexandra Coignard shares what's next and what this means for the future of students.
The clock is ticking for the Kellogg School District after a failed levy forces it to plan for a $3.5 million budget shortfall.
It will affect everyone and everything that we do.
Lance Pearson, Kellogg School District Superintendent, says the district will likely rerun the replacement levy in May.
Our people, everyone's going to have to make two budgets that we're ready to go with, one for if the levy passes and one for if the levy fails.
The current levy expires at the end of the school year. Extracurriculars, full-day kindergarten, transportation are just some of several programs that would get cut. Pearson says the failure came as a shock.
We've been relying on it for 15 to 20 years. It's something that is continuously passed.
Now the district says that these budget discussions are taking a toll on teachers, as many of them are showing up to work here every week, not knowing if they'll still have a job next school year.
It's pretty sad, to be honest with you.
Pearson says over 60 positions would be eliminated, including administrators, teachers, and other staff. That would equal about a third of the people who work in the district.
Realizing how many people this was going to be was kind of a shocking weight.
The plan for now is to run the same levy again. For a homeowner with a $250,000 property, it would cost them just under $600 a year.
When we asked for the money, this was the money we needed to keep the services at the level that they're at.
If the school board approves rerunning the levy, voters will decide on it in May. In Kellogg, Alexandra Coignard, 4 News Now.
Well, layoffs hit recession levels last month. The new report says January saw 108,000 job cuts. That's the highest number for a January since 2009, which was during the Great Recession. Much of that number is because of two companies. 40% of the job cuts happened at UPS and Amazon. And it's not just job cuts. Labor Department figures for December released Thursday show the lowest level of job openings in 5 years. 2025 was the weakest year for job growth outside of a recession since 2003. The Transportation Department's Inspector General is looking more closely into how the FAA is training new air traffic controllers. Last year, Transportation Secretary announced plans to supercharge controller hiring, and that push produced about 600 new trainees, which is the largest class in the Academy's history. But the Inspector General's office says more than 30% of trainees failed in fiscal year 2024. And the office also says the Academy also faces an outdated curriculum, as well as a shortage of qualified instructors. Our Super Bowl coverage continues after the break.
He's got a heart as big as the state of Washington.
Don't go anywhere. Hawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak sits down with us to talk just how essential Cooper Kupp is for this Seattle offense. That's coming up next. Plus,
Bad Bunny taking the stage for Super Bowl 60 halftime show. He spoke about what fans can expect coming up.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Why wait? The President's Day sale is here early at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores. And for a limited time, we're doubling and tripling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big so you can make the most of your tax refund and find a deal you'll love. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, you can get that new theater sofa, dining set, or bedroom set and pay over time. On now at Walker's.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Regina was our fearless leader.
She was running things at Seoul.
She's doing things that other women aren't doing. It wasn't until years later that I learned all the things that she was going through.
The sexism, racism, pain, anger. I was frightened to death. But I have no shame. I'm proud. Who in the hell is Regina Jones?
Premieres Monday, February 16th on Star TV. Over the air on KXLY Channel 4.4.
This month, it's time to break up with boring and fall in love with winning. It's Northern Quest's $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway. Use your Camus Rewards card for 1 free entry daily and play for even more. Plus, earn 4 times entries every Tuesday. Then, on February 26th, you could be chosen to break a heart that holds up to $40,000 in cash. So go from Heartbreaker to Moneymaker. The $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We are continuing our coverage ahead of Sunday's showdown in Santa Clara. Seattle's attack unlocked this season with the addition of one former Eagle great. Our sports director, Jack Wallace, joins us live now from San Jose. And you've been talking about Cooper Kupp for the last half hour. How is he helping to run this Hawks offensive engine, Jack?
Well, it really isn't too hard for Cooper Kupp to manage this because he's a guy that's so experienced, so well-versed in an offense like this, especially one that Seattle has that's so unique in its diversity of offensive weapons. You have guys with high speed like Rashid Shaheed, guys that are bruising running backs like Kenneth Walker, and gadget almost players at this point like Cooper Kupp, who does such a tremendous job on every side of this offense. And taking a look back, you're seeing this video now of him playing in his Eastern Washington days where he was absolutely tearing it up for the Eagles, setting every record you could possibly imagine. But he's just been so versatile with this team, with these Seahawks. His former Super Bowl MVP asked for retirement by the team that he won the ring with, but now finding new life with the LA Rams rival in Seattle. Eastern Washington legend received some pretty high praise today by his offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak as they now prep to face one of the hottest defenses in all of football.
You know, he really understands the game. He's obviously been well coached, but he works really hard at it. He has made our wide receiver room better. He makes our scheme better. The way he comes and talks to the coaches, it helps us make plays better. He's got a heart as big as the state of Washington, and he wears it on his sleeve, and he's genuine. And it's just like been a true blessing to get to learn from him this year. I've learned way more from him than he has from us, that's for sure.
Pretty high praise coming from a guy who's now going to be the new head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. But that Eag, Cooper Kupp, suiting up against the New England Patriots, a team that he watched injured from the sidelines dash his first shot at a ring. That was back in Super Bowl 53. Kupp is one of 4 former Super Bowl champ Rams on this roster, joining Ernest Jones, Cam Akers, and Tyler Hall. The Pats have 5 players with at least 1 title. So it should be a pretty amazing matchup coming up this Sunday at 3:30, of course, down in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium. Can't wait for it, and what should be a tremendous Super Bowl between these Seahawks and Patriots. A great opportunity for Kupp to get ring number 2, maybe Super Bowl MVP number 2, who knows? Pretty long odds, but could be fun for a guy who's done such a great job, especially in that run blocking scheme. Now, coming up tomorrow, we're going to have more for y'all for former Idaho Vandal Christian Ellis, some former Cougs in this game too, Kyle Williams, Abe Lucas. Lots of fun names across all the big media day stuff going down today. Right behind me here in San Jose where the Seahawks are, as well as the Marriott behind me with the Seahawks home. A ton of fun. Can't wait for all of our coverage coming up tonight on Nightside and tomorrow as well as throughout this weekend. Reporting in San Jose, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jack. And while you're watching from home, the press conferences might seem straightforward and serious, but what you aren't seeing, the barefoot chess players and big guys who appear a little lonely in the middle of all the craziness. Brian Neal has the story.
You do the things that we do every day, all day like that. So you don't get too excited, you don't get nervous and nothing like that, man.
It's showtime for the big names heading into the showdown in Santa Clara.
Right now, I know a lot of people, the media had us doubted and had us finishing last in the division.
Media from around the world are here to ask their favorite players all the questions. This guy's from Germany. The coaches and quarterbacks are the first to talk.
We're in the business of team building.
I think at the end of the day, I try to do the best that I can every day.
Then in a different area, the rest of the players. The big names get singled out areas.
Gosh, you're just going to go right to my heart on this one?
The others, they hang out at the tables.
Everybody else, like a chance to get to know us as players and get to know us as, people, of course.
Seahawk fans might be a little surprised that guys like Kobe Bryant and Boye Mafe sit alone.
It's a fun thing and it's a blessing to be in this position. I couldn't even tell you, honestly. I've been asked so many questions. They're all similar and then there's a lot of different ones too. So.
Patriots receiver Mac Hollins played his own game today. Chess. Hollins seemed plenty relaxed heading into the big game. So relaxed, he didn't need shoes. In San Jose, Brian Neal, 4 News Now.
And it's not just the game that has many people excited. Just like every Super Bowl, many fans are focused on Grammy-winning superstar Bad Bunny, who will headline the halftime show. It's expected to be a performance infusing Latin culture with America's most watched television event. But what else can we expect? ABC's Jacqueline Lee is at the Fan Zone in the Bay Area with more on what Bad Bunny himself had to say today.
This is the first glimpse we got into what Bad Bunny has in store for Super Bowl 60. He says he is so grateful to be performing. He's more excited to be sharing his Latin culture. But remember, every artist has surprises in store for their performance. Bad Bunny, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, headlining the Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Fresh off his 3 2026 Grammy wins, including Album of the Year for his record-shattering album Debí Tirar Más Fotos, the first Spanish-language album to take home the top prize. Reflecting on the whirlwind he's been experiencing and what this performance means to him and his culture.
I know where I come from, but I also know where I can go.
Bad Bunny, who was born and raised in Puerto Rico, is expected to give a performance jam-packed with rhythm and salsa, bringing Latin culture to a global stage, performing only in Spanish, but staying tight-lipped on what we can expect.
I don't want to give any spoilers. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be easy, and people only have to worry about dance. I know that I told them that they had 4 months to learn Spanish. They don't even have to learn Spanish.
The star wrapped up a sold-out 31-show residency in his native Puerto Rico and is in the middle of his world tour, but skipping any other performances in the United States due to concerns about immigration crackdowns. There was some backlash from conservative critics last fall when Bad Bunny was announced as this year's headliner, citing his Spanish-language performances and outspoken support of immigrants. Bad Bunny saying his biggest feeling has been grateful.
I feel more excited about the people than even me, about my family, about my friends, people that I know that they always have believed in me and they happy because this moment, the culture.
And in a Super Bowl halftime first, there will be a multilingual signing program featuring the Puerto Rican Sign Language, which is unique for its grammar and rhythm. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, San Francisco.
It is certainly going to be high energy, that is for sure. And let's send things over now to Chris Crocker, who's been tracking some fog in downtown Spokane.
Goodness, it is easy to track. It is banging down the front door here at KXLY. This is the view across the street to the Numerica Arena, and you could just barely make out the Seahawks colors there at the arena. It has gotten really foggy, and this has just happened in the last hour. Visibility way down. Our dense fog advisory does not include Spokane right now. I would not be surprised if it is extended, but does include the area shaded in light gray on your screen, the Columbia Basin, as well as heading up into the Waterville Plateau. It goes until noon on Friday. The fog makes a big difference on our temperatures. If we'd gotten a little bit of sunshine, we would have been right in the 50s today in Spokane, along with Pullman, St. Mary's, and Lewiston. These are our highs today, but we topped out at only 39. Probably felt that. It was 43 in Coeur d'Alene, where things cleared out a little bit earlier, and 46 in Sandpoint. We'll be socked in for the first part of the day tomorrow, and then expect cloudy conditions and a high of 41. 37 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now coverage of the big game is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
This whole
Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with his electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Before it's your York air conditioner, it belongs to Chad Peachin, who inspects and tests every unit on the line. And Ricky Howard, whose leak testing process is 99.9% accurate. And Sid Castile, who checks for fabrication flaws down to ridiculous tolerances. You see, before you buy it, they own it. So if you want something really well built, you want a York. Built here. Built right. Built by York.
It's more than a ring. It's more than a necklace. It's your life. And it's how you mark your moment. Whether it's a gift for yourself or an engagement ring, the moment needs to be unforgettable. Celebrate the moment. Tracy Jewelers.
Okay, team, this year when people call the Easy Home Buyer, I want to offer more for their home. We're going to buy the home as is and close in as little as 14 days and give them a check. Let's go.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it. Work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th.
Winning is just the beginning.
Turk, JD, Eagle!
You two idiots are perfect for each other.
This is a whole new chapter for me. No more sad sack. I want both of our sacks to be fun.
The kidnapping of Savannah Guthrie's mom. Is there more than one culprit?
We have no idea if this is the work of one person, two people, or a criminal conspiracy.
Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Welcome back. For now, a federal judge has paused the Trump administration's termination of temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Haitians. TPS, as it's known, allows holders to live and work in the U.S. and was set to expire this week. But the uncertainty has many who work in the elder care industry worried about what these immigration changes could mean for their field. CNN's Lee Waldman shares more.
There's no question that it could be fatal. I mean, when you remove workers, then care is disrupted.
Elder care industry leaders like Katie Smith Sloan are bracing for potential impacts to a key pillar of their workforce, immigrants. More than 350,000 Haitians were narrowly spared this week from losing their temporary protective status when a federal judge stepped in. A sizable share of them care for older Americans.
When we make changes to our immigration policies, when we suspend the opportunity for people to come to this country or send them back to their home country, it creates enormous amount of disruption.
Immigrants make up for more than a quarter of workers who provide direct care in long-term care settings, according to KFF, a health policy research group. They make up nearly 1/3 of those who work in home care. Katia Guillaume, a union leader representing home care workers, feels the attempts to cut TPS designations are being done maliciously.
They have been a valuable contribution to the healthcare industry that they work in, and it would be devastating to the already struggling healthcare system that we have.
The aging services industry is contending with over 300,000 openings on any given day, according to data from Leading Age. But it's more than the jobs themselves. The relationships between caretakers and their elderly clients aren't easily replaced.
You become family after a while.
You know, it's very personal care. That relationship is what makes it work.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman.
Our high temperature today, 39 degrees. 37 is our average high. Our sunset time, a full hour later than the earliest sunset, which is right before the winter solstice. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
Hey!
at the 2026 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 29th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2026 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
4 News Now and Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort present 4 Steps to Flavor.
Hi, my name is Jim Barrett, and today we're going to make seafood gratin. This is a really popular special that we run around Valentine's Day. First, we're going to put the shrimp and scallops in the pan, sauteing them with a little olive oil. We're going to flip them now. They're lightly seared on one side. At this point, we're going to add the sauce. All right, now that the seafood is cooked into the sauce, we're going to put it into our dish. I've piped some mashed potatoes with a piping tip in a pastry bag around the sides. Gives some more richness to this dish. We're going to pour the lobster sauce over the seafood. We'll finish with some Parmesan cheese. And now we're going to put it in under the broiler to make the cheese form a crust. After the cheese is browned, we remove it from the broiler. And it's ready to serve. Here's our finished seafood gratin.
4 Steps to Flavor, brought to you by Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort.
The President's Day sale is here early at Walker's. We're doubling and tripling down on discounts. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, create the home of your dreams and pay over time. Make the most of your tax return at Walker's.
4 News Now coverage of the big game is brought to you in part by Ziggy's. Yeah, Ziggy's.
Well, this looks familiar. The city of Dallas, Texas has an eco-friendly plan to get rid of some invasive weeds. Goats. According to the city, more than 250 goats will be grazing at White Rock Lake for the next week. The city says each day an electric fence will be put up in a new section to ensure effective vegetation management. A shepherd will monitor the goats around the clock to keep them safe. We've seen that here.
Yes, we certainly have. Tubbs Hill, the South Hill Bluff. I would like to let them loose in my basement, which needs decluttered, and just let them go.
There's a way to spring clean. Yeah. I love goats. We could talk about goats for
They are lovely.
Far too long.
We've had
on live TV.
Little baby goats in here in the newsroom.
Yeah. They'll
They
charge
are
at you.
Not housebroken either. They will soil your carpet. So, okay, I will not use them to spring clean, but it is going to be a good indoorsy kind of weekend. Let's take a look. Right now, it is really foggy here in downtown Spokane, but looking pretty good. In Coeur d'Alene, it is patchy fog, but boy, we just watched it develop along the Spokane River and roll right into downtown. It's 36 degrees. We are not in the dense fog advisory in Spokane, but that may be expanded in considering how the fog is expected to expand into a foggy Friday. Our high temperatures will get into the lower 40s. We have rain on the way late Saturday and into a wet Sunday. 80% chance of rain in Spokane on Sunday, and then it begins to taper off. 10% on Saturday. That's during the day. Once we get into Saturday evening, that number begins to jump. Tracking our weather pattern, ridge of high pressure is still in control, but it is sinking off to the south and east. We'll get into more of a westerly flow starting tomorrow, which is going to allow the clouds in after the fog begins to clear. Saturday at 6 o'clock in the evening, a chance of rain. And as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the latest computer models want to keep a lot of the rain on Sunday to the south of I-90. Just clipping Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but keeping the mountains of northeast Washington and North Idaho dry. I'm going to double check that for 11 o'clock tonight and have an update. As we get into Monday, we start to see more mountain snow, but we also see things drying out a little bit, but we have a better chance to see some snow in the mountains early next week than with the system on Sunday, because it is going to be warm on Sunday, a high of 47 degrees. We begin to cool down as the week goes on, and I do like what I'm seeing in the 8 to 14 day forecast. I really latched onto this, though, and I know better when you're looking out that far, but when I saw that blue, I got so excited to see below average temperatures. It is in the very lightest of blue and barely eclipses the inland northwest, and above average precipitation. So that would be meaningful in terms of snow in the mountains, but certainly nothing to sign a check on just yet. There is a chance, though, and I'm excited about that. Also a chance to see some mountain snow, might even see a little bit of snow mixing in the valleys with some colder overnight lows next week, but daytime highs still up in the 40s, Kirsten.
All right, Chris, and before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
RV show pricing continues now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Yes, every RV in stock at R&R RV Liberty Lake is show priced. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show priced. Now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Shop online at rnrrv.com or visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
In the heart of the inland Northwest, some crimes leave scars that never fade.
Women were afraid to even go out in the backyard.
Brutal attacks, killers who hid in plain sight.
Murders seemingly committed just for the sport.
4 News Now revisits the darkest moments in Spokane history.
Someone just wanted to hurt people.
Decades-old mysteries, shocking twists, justice finally served. Watch the 509's most notorious crimes. Episode streaming now, only on KXLY+. At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you. I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Book your stay and play today at MissaquaCasinoHotel.com.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, our live coverage from the Bay Area continues. Sports Director Jack Wallace will be live with us tonight to give us a preview of the big game at 11 o'clock.
And your planning forecast, it is going to be foggy tonight. Watch for the visibility dropping rapidly as you are out and about. It is less than a quarter mile here in downtown, and that is expanding across the region. And expect a foggy start to the day tomorrow.
It was kind of interesting for us to be watching it live from the 5 o'clock newscast to the 6.
It was almost completely clear at 5. I have a time lapse running on it, so we'll see. That's going to be cool to see once it ends at 11.
You have to come back.
You do. 11. We'll be here.
We will. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you later.